Yo, what's going on, everybody? Collision Works here with another breakdown for you all. And boys, today we're going to be doing a post commentary on a breakdown I wanted to do for you all in tight slots halfback week. Now, this formation is doing pretty good in a new football game that's coming out in August. They said in the no capture zone not to say anything, but it's working pretty good. So I wanted to do a breakdown and tell you guys the setup that I've been running all year that's going to translate really well to next year's game as well. So these are the audibles that these are the plays I'm going to be teaching you today. In a real game scenario, I always want to have inside zone in the audible list, but just know those are the plays that I'm going to be teaching you today. So we're going to be starting out in cover 3, and the first play we're going to be running is flood. Now, again, after I was editing, my audio was kind of trash in this video, so I'm re-recording, so if it sounds a little weird, just please bear with me. But for flood, all I want to show you guys is the corner route on this play is just so good against every single zone in the game. And what you can do here if you want to get a good corner route play is I like to put my tight end on out route, and I like to motion slant Godwin on the B receiver. And as you see here, this is mainly just a focus on the corner route. To get the corner route in its best effective state, you're going to want to put your X receiver on a streak. That's going to pull that outside third deeper down the field. It's always going to get that corner open. You just see the separation is just great. I mean, it's not even like you need an ability in that scenario. And if you guys are thinking or asking yourself why I'm running the Bucks, I just kind of wanted to get a better feel and get you guys a better tempo of what to expect in next year's game. So the next play we're running here is post drag. What you're going to do here is you're going to put your tight end on a smart routed out route, Godwin on an out route, and your running back on a streak. Now what happens here is that streak with the running back gives the post more open field down the middle, because that streak on the running back makes the left side of the screen, makes the left vertical hook play more at the seam rather than the middle of the field, which is kind of like what he's made to do. So it just provides better separation down the middle. What's really good about this play as well, as I'm about to show it here in the next clip, is the flat that the wheel starts on plays very similarly to a gun bunch vertical, how people like to spam that flat towards the sideline. As you see, if they're not playing underneath, you get easy yards there right at the start of the play just by hitting that. So that's what I like to watch early, and then if that's covered, I know I can always hit the post down the middle. Now, the third play we're going to be doing for cover 3 is going to be mesh spot. Now, what I like to do here is I like to flat my X receiver. I slant my inside slot receiver gauge, and then I put my tight end on an out route. Now, you can leave the stock Godwin post, but I really don't like this one. This is kind of up to you. I put him on a slot apprentice or a hot route master post. I just feel like this one just runs so much better. But my first read is always going to be the running back. Just such a good play. It's very similar to like wide receiver out that I taught you guys before. Then what I like to do for my second read is going to be the slant underneath. What's really nice about this play is the post on Godwin makes the vertical zones play a little higher up, so you can hit the slant underneath right there in that sweet little pocket. It's a lot of open field there to catch safely. And as well, towards the back end of the play, you'll see that Godwin gets open above the left side vertical hook. So what you can do here, as I picked the wrong play, but as you see here above the left vertical hook, you can highball this and get a really good consistent catching if they have linebackers there. So just keep that in mind with mesh post. I think that's it for cover 3 that I went through. Alrighty guys, welcome back to the live comp. So against cover 2, first setup is going to be with flood. Now, just like any other zone I showed you guys already, if you put a streak on Evans, your corner route's always going to get open. But for this setup, what we're actually going to do is we're going to leave Evans on his normal deep post. Now, what I like to run here for flood is I like to put my tight end here on an out route, then I like to put Godwin here in the corner. Now, this corner route is not made to be thrown to, it's mainly made to keep the safety away from the deep post. So you see, if we have time to throw, we will get Evans open down the middle, just like that, as well as getting Gage open on the sideline at the same exact time in the same place. So super convenient against cover 2. Just keep in mind you also have your Tabor out underneath if they are playing a zone drop that does manage to cover it. You can always throw RB underneath. But you see, we have time. We have Gage open down the sideline. Just a great play to beat cover 2. Let's get into the next play. Second play is going to be very similar to flood. It's going to be post wheel drag. Now our setup here is going to be the same. We're going to put our tight end on an out route, Godwin on a corner, and we're going to put our running back on a table route. Now for this play, we can hit Evans down the middle with a high form, just like this. That's holding left trigger and left bumper and pass leading at 12 o'clock. As well as if they're playing underneath, I'll go ahead and do cover 2 hard flat because I don't have my other controller with me right now. Against a hard flat, we can get gauge here on the wheel open down the sideline, just like this. So very similar to what flood does, just in another play. Sometimes the wheel route might be better for what you're going up against, so just keep this in mind as well. And setup number 2 for post wheel drag is going to be to corner route Godwin, put your tight end on an out route, block your running back, streak cage, and motion him to the right. Wait for him to get set. See, this is going to be our play art. Against cover 2, get Godwin open on the right side of the field right here, just like that. That motion slot receiver to the right on the streak can hold up that strong safety and get you open deep down the sideline. So let's get to cover 4. Alrighty guys, against cover 4 quarters, again, I'm always going to show you guys flood here just so you can see the deep corner will always get open against these stock zone coverages. Just going to show you guys that once, just so you guys know that's always an option. But what we can run here is we can do 4 verticals here. We can slant Evans, pitch B, and streak our running back. Now, all I'm going to be looking for this play is Y early. If he's covered, I can hit my running back right after, just like this. It's kind of all I'm going to be running this play for is that setup alone. Just a nice little play that I like more than mesh spot, as you saw in cover 3. I just think this runs it a little bit better, but basically the same exact play. Now our cover 4 beater here is we're going to do post wheel drag against cover 4. What we're going to be doing here is we're going to be blocking our running back. We're going to be putting our tight end on a corner route. We're going to streak our B receiver. We're going to put our Y receiver on a slant, and we're going to motion snap him. This is what the play art looks like. You see here, the slant post combo has been really good in Madden for the last few years. We get our tight end, not our tight end, our post over the middle open. And guys, what's nice about this play is if the user plays over the top and covers the post, our slant will get open underneath. Now, if he's using this linebacker and going up to cover the field, we can hit our slant early, right in this pocket, if this linebacker was actually playing up. And if our opponent's user is playing this linebacker, we can hit the slant later in the play around here. So just keep that in mind. Your opponent's typically going to be using one of these linebackers. So I'll show you the play again. Like that. Wide open down the middle. Great way to beat cover 4. Final breakdown of this play is, with the same exact setup in mind, you can sometimes hit your tight end late in the play. Typically don't recommend it, but sometimes it is there for you. So your tight end late on this corner route, right here. But again, kind of more risky, but sometimes it is there depending on how the purples are playing. This 4-man coverage, I typically don't have a play that I immediately go to. I kind of pick any of the 4 I showed you, but I always freestyle against man. Now, I'll just do cover 1. Is there a press in here? Yeah, I'll do a whole press. Now, I'm not going to go over too much in this mini scheme about man coverage because I broke this down a couple weeks ago in a way that I think is extremely effective, and I would definitely encourage you all to go check that video out. I try to make the videos short and concise because I know your time matters, but I will briefly break down some man-beating concepts. Just know that tight end corners and posts are what we call true man-beating routes. As you see, the angles, or I should say the degree at which the receivers break and the cut on the route is different, and tight ends have the best angle possible to separate against man. Speed is important with these route cuts. Now, some formations do give your receivers the same angle as a tight end on these hot routed adjustments, but those formations are great against man, but tight slots doesn't offer that. So we need to know what we can use. And for this formation, we can do the tight end. On these posts and corners, we can do our tight end on trails. Extremely effective. If you're going up against man press, you can always use short out elite to bomb. You can do streaks against man press with short out elite only in press defense. Or you can do corners, anything like that. You can motion snap against man press. That's a really good combination if you have one player with short out elite and another one on a motion slant without the ability. So you have 2 guys beating man press. Never forget, you can do corner routes on the left side of the field. C routes are really good this year, only on the left side of the field with abilities. Don't run it on the right side. They're a little more inconsistent this year with that. As well as, well, we already said motion slant. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that because a lot of the things I taught you guys already in the other video apply to this formation as well, and they work really well. And yeah, I hope that this video serves you well, guys. I know it's kind of a short scheme, but when the new game comes out, I'm going to do a full breakdown on what I run in tight slots. just so you guys can see it in action in the new title for Madden 24. So again, everybody, thank you all so much for watching. The support has been awesome here on the channel lately, and I really do appreciate it. If you guys don't mind leaving a comment, subscribing, really helps the channel out, leaving a like, such. So I will see you guys all in the next one. Thank you again so much for the support. I'll see you guys later. Peace.